All right, so that's Classroom. Again, very handy, and it doesn't have to be just for classes. It can be for anything. Next, Chromecast. All right, right now I am Chromecasting from my Chromebook right here with no wires to that TV right there. On the back of that TV, there's a little HDMI box about this big plugged into the TV and the HDMI portal. And I'm broadcasting wirelessly from this computer to that TV right over there. Okay, Chromecast, really handy little thing. If you want it at home, it's awesome at home. Anything you get on your phone that you want on your TV, you can set up Chromecast and you can broadcast it from your phone to your TV. So stuff shows up a little bit bigger, a little bit better definition. In your classroom, Johnny Ferentz uses this in his classroom all the time, and he loves it. But what happens is people can take this over. Your kids can take this over. And so who do I want to take this over? Logan Camp? Sure. Well, you want to cast what's on your screen to my TV? So basically all she's done is she should have a cast icon right up here, same place I do.
Are you on the student?
And it's on number 4, Ord High School number 4.
Oh.
Do you know how to cast?
Yeah.
Cast to Ord High School number 4. All right, so she just took over, and now her screen is showing up on our TV. And all she did was she said, I want to take over the casting. Every kid in our school has this cast. If they don't, they can add it quickly. It's just an extension. Okay, they should have Google Cast up in the top right-hand corner. And so when they pull that down, when they click on it, and you guys might be clicking on it right now, it'll give you a list of places you can cast to. And you can cast to any of those right now because it's over the wireless network. You don't have to be in proximity to the TV. So right now I could cast to the TV in the Commons area because there's one of these on that one, which is how we do a lot of the things that we do now. We just Google Cast it. And so I can be sitting up in my office and say, here, cast to that TV in the Commons area, and then it will show whatever's on my computer screen. I'll run through a picture show or something like that. Long story short, this is great for having your kids present because they can sit here in class and you can say, Billy, you take over. Tommy, okay, show us what you came up with. And they can, boom, boom, stick it right up there, and I'll take this back. All right, so now I've got it back. So kind of a quick and easy way to share screens. All you have to do is roll a TV into your room. Teachers at the high school, I can plug these into your Prometheans if you haven't, because we have newer ones. Grade school people, you're out of luck because they're just 1 year too old or a couple years too old. They don't have HDMI inputs. But if you have an HDMI input on that, we can plug a Chromecast into it, and you can do this on your Promethean. It depends on if you have HDMI, which I think you do. I think you do. If you have an HDMI input, you can do this. All right, next. Learn 360. This is something the ESU 10 sponsors, and I've been dragging my feet because they change what they do so often that I don't get you involved in it. Okay? This one I'm going to, just if you want to. Learn 360 is a video depository or repository or whatever they call it. And basically, you all now have an account. And in the stats are on there. Your username is your Gmail, mbechtel@ordps.org. And your password is all chance right now. Once you get in, it allows you to say, do you want to log in with Google? And you say, yes, I want to log in with Google. Once you've done that, you can log in with your Gmail and your Google password, whatever that is, if you can remember it. So log in with Google. And so if you do this on your Chromebook, it's really easy. You put in chance the first time, and then from there on out, it remembers. So I'll show you what it looks like on the Chromebook. Oh, I'm not logged in as myself. Never mind. I didn't create a tech support account. I thought I was logged in as myself. Anyway, long story short, you have videos that you can ask Rich Seseka about. He uses it a lot. This is what it looks like. Basically, you can search their 1,300 or 139,000 multimedia assets. So I want to do something about basketball. I search it, and then they will give me all the videos that pertain to basketball. And there's a lot of them in there that, for instance, cybersecurity, science, math. Of course, it's been vetted to be all educational. So there you all have access to Learn 360 if you want it. Enough said. Okay, next. Versal. This is one of my favorites. If you are into independent learning at all, Versal is the way to go. So if I go here and open up Versal, oh, it never works that way. Got to delete that. Again, Versal is one of those things that links to your Google account. So the first time you go to Versal, it says, do you want to log in with Google? Would that be easier for you? And you go, yes. And it logs in with your Google credentials that we all already have. So it's really easy to get to. It remembers that, and then you don't even have to come up with a username and password and account. All right? It's also free. And what it does is it creates online courses. So what I did was I created one last year called OPS Digital Citizenship. And I'll show you what that looks like. I'll show you what, I'll edit it. Basically on Versal, you can create lessons. Okay, so what happens is I created all these lessons over here. What is digital citizenship, your digital footprint, online safety, etc. And right now we're in the first one. And what I did was, right down here, you've got all the little things that you can add to this. The first one being a section header. So I grabbed this and pulled it up there, and I typed in online safety. Okay, the next one was an image. So I grabbed an image, and I put an image in there from my computer. Then I put in text. And I said, we're going to explore how to be safe in an online world, and here are the steps that you need to go through. And I said, you read the Wikipedia entry, watch and respond to the videos, and then take the quiz. And so what I did was I went online to Wikipedia, and I copied the link and put it in here on this Wikipedia link. Okay, so that takes them to Wikipedia. I'm editing it now so that it's not going to go there. Then I threw in a couple of videos that I made on YouTube. And then at the end, you can insert a quiz, which is simple as this. I'll show you here in a minute. And you can set the quiz so that they have to get every exact question right before they move on to the next chapter. So you know that they've learned the material. You can give them only one chance. You can give them 2 chances, whatever. If you give them one chance and say you got to get it right, well, it makes them do a little bit more studying. Anyway, long story short, I'm going to go back to my courses and show you how easy this is to do. Well, first of all, I'll show you how this one actually looks. So if I start the course, this is what the kid would do. They would start the course. It would look just like this. And they would click on Wikipedia. They would open it up. They'd read about it. and then they could go